The most trending comic books in the world. And Ryan, sometimes you just get a reminder that you got to catch up on comics.
I really do. I'm behind on my own pull list as it is, but there's on this list especially, there's plenty of stuff that's coming out right now that I know I'm missing out on. I'm just going to jump into it right now. Number 10 on the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Number 11, this is a variant cover that just came out this week, actually.
We have April O'Neil going full Casey Jones on this cover. It's actually first cover appearance of April O'Neil as the hero Casey Jones.
Right.
And this is going for $10 average sales. Jason Aaron's run is completing in what, one more issue?
Yeah, I know Jason Aaron kind of took over TMNT last year to a pretty big splash, but that's wrapping up here after issue 12. And then starting with issue 13, we're getting a brand new creative team. Jean Luen Yang, the writer, and then Freddie E. Williams II, the artist. He's been doing a lot of covers for TMNT already, so he's now jumping on full throttle as the interior artist. And I liked Jean Luen Yang as the writer of Superman Smashes the Klan, too. I thought that was a cool book.
Dude, Jason Aaron's killing it. He got absolute Superman. Yeah, Bug Wars.
Bug Wars was weird. I liked that book.
Well, I love seeing books like this start to take off because it's one of those like reminders. Yo, you gotta catch up on comics, and I'm behind on reading. I want to know from the community, what are you behind on? Because when you see something like this, you go, ooh, I gotta catch up on my TMNT. And ooh, number 9 on the list is issue number 10 of the same run, hitting $5 average sales. This came out like a month ago. It has an increase of copies sold of 320% because this is when April O'Neil dons the Casey Jones outfit, the superhero, for the first time.
That's exactly what we were talking about. People see the fact that this is happening in the current issue and they're like, oh crap, I gotta backtrack and get caught up. And especially in retrospect, knowing that Jason Aaron's run will be just a 12-issue thing, I'll probably be more inclined to pick that up as a solid, that'll make a nice deluxe hardcover or something, a nice tiny little 12-issue thing. That'll be cool. I'm excited to track that down in the future.
Use that code TOM101 on Key Collector Comics and unlocks a free 2-week subscription of the app, the best comic app in existence, but also you support the show. We have number 8 on the list, Marvel Team Up number 14. This is the foil that you could have gotten from the Battle Beast blind bags, and
Correct.
It features Spider-Man and Invincible on the cover. It's the key book to get from the run, but this is a reprint in foil done for the first time. It's hitting $30 average sales. Check this out. Recent CGC 9.9. Is this right, Ryan?
It is.
$53?
The lowest it has ever gone for. I mean, the book isn't that old. Like you said, these reprints came out a few months ago for Battle Beast number 1. So there's room to grow on this book, but yeah, it's already at a 9.9. Like you said, the lowest price ever that it's ever sold for in the last few months, $53.
Well, this is what I was talking about in the most recent podcast. And if it's not out yet, it's coming really soon. We get into the PSA 10.0, the books that are coming out, how that can impact the market. And this is a great example of a book where, because it's skybound image, that paper quality.
That's why you're seeing all of these. Like when you look at the census count here, it's 10 O's, 9 9s, 9 8s, and a few 9 6s at the low end.
There are 297 slabs on the census. 20% of them are 9.9 and above. There are 54 9.9s and there are 9 10.0s. So this is one of those reasons why you don't want to just jump right into overpaying potentially for a 9.9 or a 10.0, because
There's
if
probably
that's
more out there.
If the census goes up, you see what's happening here. The record high for a 9.9 in August was $200. Then the 12-month average, which there's like no,
it's only been out for a couple months.
It's only been a couple months.
Yeah.
It dropped $50 basically immediately, and now we're looking at $53 sales.
And again, like major props to Skybound. They've always had really nice, secure, thick covers on their books, and they don't charge more, as far as I can tell, for their books. It's still like at the same price. So good job, Skybound. I think that's why you're seeing a lot of high grade stuff on here, and maybe not so high grades on some other blind bags we've seen recently.
Oh well, we have TMNT coming out, issue 13.
TMNT is doing a blind bag. I don't even think
bag.
Issue 13 is the new creative team's first, jumping on point. So there's going to be a big blind bag bonanza for that. So that's going to be cool. And really, the whole blind bag conversation has really blown up, especially this week with the release of Batman number 1 from Matt Fraction.
So we have Battle Beast that I think, okay, let's take a couple
Rewind,
steps back.
zoom out here.
Really, the blind bags became popular. We got to give the kudos where credit's due, like the Whatnot blind bags.
Sure.
They started off with the X-Men 97, and they did the Hulk blind bags. They had their New York Comic-Con blind bag. They did their Daredevil blind bag. They recently did their Fantastic Four blind bag. And then we had Battle Beast that did it kind of like officially as an open to order.
Yeah.
And that just set the stage for all publishers. I want to hear the community's thoughts about blind bags in the comment section below, because this, whether you like it or not, it's going to be here to stay. and there's a lot more coming, and it's just an innovative way to make comic books and get them out to the community. Well, you mentioned the Blind as a Bat blind bag dropped this last week, and holy smokes, people are loving it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to read my issue yet, but at least as a consumer of comic books, it's nice that they're not like charging extra really for them. I think at least for the Batman one, I'm pretty sure it's a normal cover price for a blind
It was
bag.
like $9.99.
In a lot of cases, these are not that much more expensive than a regular cover. If I had to spend like $20 to get a blind bag on the off chance that maybe something cool's inside, I'm skipping it.
Shout out to my brother Carnivore Comics. He
Ooh,
actually
yeah.
has a Godzilla blind bag he has slated for New York Comic Con, and it's actually the Lucio Perillo variant that we did over a year ago, that anniversary issue.
With
But he brought
Carnivore,
it-
right?
With
Yeah.
Carnivore, but he brought it to foil. So you can check out Carnivore. I'm excited
That's a really
for
cool
his.
cover.
And then also have Dynamite. We just talked about this on the most recent podcast. Vampirella. We got Mark Spears, Peach Momoko. Like there's a ton of big names. And that's a Kickstarter that you can go back right now with like a lot of low print stuff. Then you have
We got to do a crash down blind bag.
it's coming, dude. Dude, Mark Spears, did you see the announcement clearing 350,000 units ordered for his upcoming Monster and the Wolf?
And that one is special too, because for that book, that's the only way to get the book, right? Like for Batman or whatever, you could get any random variant that you want, plus a blind bag if you want to play a little fun game with it. But for this Mark Spears one shot he's doing for Halloween, the only way to get it is from a blind bag. So that makes it kind of puts a fun twist on it. But I'm excited to see. There's so many cover possibilities inside that book too, right? I don't know how he sleeps or does anything if he's just sitting there making all these covers all the time.
I chatted with him about a bunch of stuff, and he's telling me, like, dude, I'm cranking out another one. I got like 3 more I think I can get done in time. Because it turns into a blitz of if I just make more covers, then people are going to get rarer items in the bag. And that just means that they're better books for cover price. So right now he's got like 70 plus different variants that you can get, which basically ensures that when you open up a blind bag, you're going to get what could be equivalent to a store variant. But that's FOC.
That's past. Yeah,
But
that book's coming out in a few weeks.
But Mark Spears Monsters 8, cover A is another blind bag to celebrate the holidays with Krampus. I got to know from the community. What do you think about all this in the comment section below? Let's move on to number 7 on the list, because some books on this list I am actively needing to go hunt for.
Yeah.
Some books I'm already collecting, like this one, Uncanny X-Men 211. This is the first team appearance of the Marauders, $20 average sales. Dude, $63.
Marauders movie incoming, right?
$63 for a 9.8.
Yeah, that makes seness.
An increase of copies sold of 191%. This is the 25th anniversary. You got that awesome border.
That's why it's here. He's going to tell the whole story, I feel like. But Tom's been hunting down the border covers from the 80s.
I don't sell these books anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I've officially just stopped selling all of these 25th anniversary comics because I get so many comics. I'm buying collections.
Yes.
And I just wish I could tell myself, like Doom 2099, go back in time and tell myself, just stop selling and collect them all. Because they're so hard to get all of them. There's so many of these 25th anniversaries. So officially, I don't sell them anymore because I'm keeping them for myself. I want to see how many of these I can get and how many like entire sets I can put together just for my personal collection. It's just something fun to do.
I'm sitting over here with like a judgmental look on my face, but I'm over here trying to get every single Green Lantern comic that's ever been made. So what the hell do I have? Like, who cares?
I got to give a shout out to J. Scott Campbell, dude. It's all
J.
his
Scott-
fault.
yeah, that J.
it's
Scott
all his
Campbell.
fault, dude. Because he did his blind, I said blind,
Right?
He did a blank sketch exclusive with his own border around it. We got artists across the country doing just beautiful pieces of artwork on J. Scott Campbell exclusive blanks with Scott's art around the border. And it's got me just now hunting for all these 25th anniversaries, including this one. Every time I just pulled out one of these first Marauders. I just put them in my PC.
I need to go find this box. I want to see what you're talking about because I have not seen. I don't think I've seen that many of these. So it'll be maybe I'll catch the bug if I get a glimpse at your collection here.
Number 6 on the list. You're gonna like this foreshadowing.
That's why you mentioned it. Okay, that made no sense. Okay. Really clunky, awkward foreshadowing here for number 6. Doom 2099, number 1. This is the book from 1993. This is on the list this week because we just had a one-shot come out featuring Doom 99 called Doomed 2099, number 1, the one-shot that kind of, you read it. I haven't gotten to it yet, but it sounds cool.
All right, well, Doom 2099, number 1, came out in 1993, along with a bunch of other future renditions
Spider-Man.
of characters. Punisher.
Right?
Well, we have $3 average sales on this, an increase of copies sold of 175%. And if you weren't collecting back then these books, or if you never really got into the 2099 stuff
Never
beyond
dabbled.
Spider-Man, well, you're going to read this one shot and you're going to go, damn, Doom 2099 is pretty freaking sick, and you're gonna want to get this because it's only $3. Like that's just what's happening. You're gonna read comics. Sometimes you read comics and you're like, damn, this is so freaking cool. I want to go back to the catalog.
We talked about that before with Ninja Turtles, right? People were doing that already with the Casey Jones, April O'Neil stuff. Now we're doing that with 2099.
Dude, the Sanford Green one-shot Jonathan Hickman Doom.
Right.
It's very similar vibes where you can just sit down, read one comic in and out, and you're going to be hyped about Victor Von Doom because the narrative is so damn captivating. It's freaking action-packed. And the ending, I don't want to spoil anything. You guys got to go read this one shot is what I'm saying.
Not that big of an investment. It's just one book. So, that could be easy. I'll go track it down.
Holy hell, is Marvel about to do the greatest thing ever?
I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. Marvel Zombies #1 is on the list here at number 5. This is the first Marvel Zombies book from 2006. That Amazing Fantasy 15 homage from Arthur Sudan, I think is his name. I don't know.
Robert Kirkman on the bad boy.
Those awesome Marvel Zombies covers. I actually did read this run, and it's gross.
It's awesome.
Yes.
$75 average sales, high sale for a 9.8 in September, $270, well-deserved, an increase of copies sold to 267%. You got Robert Kirkman, who's all over the Turning 20, by the way, the larger list we source these books from. I mean, you got Invincible, we've already talked about on this very list. Well, dude, the Marvel Zombies trailer dropped over the last 24 hours, and I've seen it 3 times now.
I just watched it before we recorded it again. Yeah, it's not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting necessarily, but they're leaning into it. They're going, like it says right at the start, TVMA, like be warned.
This may be one of the best things Marvel's ever done, hands down. Like I cannot wait for this animation, and I seldomly say that about anything, in cartoon.
I feel like this is when you roll the clip of Tom getting super excited about every single cartoon ever. You talk about Invincible all the time. You love that show, man. But this is different. Speaking of Robert Kirkman.
Dude, Florence Pugh.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
That's all you really needed.
She just got another movie, basically.
Yeah.
All right. We got David Arbor, Elizabeth Olsen, Florence Pugh, Paul Rudd, Wyatt Russell, Haley Steinfeld, Tessa Thompson, like Aman Vellani. They just have all the people from the MCU that are doing the voices. That the list is longer than what I just read.
Next on the list is another Marvel Zombies related book. This is Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. We talked about issue 22 a couple weeks ago, last time I was here filling in for Tom while he was in Canada at Comic-Con. But this is issue 21, the first cameo appearance of the Marvel Zombies in Ultimate Fantastic Four. Russ kind of did not enjoy this run. He kind of poo-pooed the Ultimate Fantastic Four run, and I took offense to that. I think the original run of Ultimate Comics needs a lot more love.
Important stuff happens in that run,
especially if you set aside Ultimate Spider-Man, which
is
obviously
Maker and everything,
the good one. But yeah, Ultimate Fantastic Four is where the Maker comes from. It's where Marvel Zombies comes from. It's also really, it's just cool. The Ultimate Universe. I love it.
Special place in my heart too.
Correct. However, we talked about Marvel Zombies in the animated show that's coming out September 24th, which is very soon. But a week before that, on the 17th, we are getting Marvel Zombies Red Band #1, which I am very excited for. It is co-written by Griffin Sheridan and Ethan S. Parker with art by Jan Bazaldua. It's just going to be cool. I'm excited for more. I like the Red Band stuff. I got into it in the comments with somebody about the Red Band issues a few weeks ago, but I think Marvel should be leaning more heavily into it like they are with the animation, like lean into the R-rated hardcore stuff more and more.
Again, cranberries all over these desks. We have $20 average sales, $110 for a recent CGC 9.8. This new Red Band comic sounds pretty cool because rather than just being like inserted in the middle of a zombie
21
apocalypse,
issues into a run already,
what is it? Fantastic Four goes into space and they bring back a sickness,
right?
The infection.
I don't know. I'm excited. I love the Red Band stuff. I love the Werewolf by Night Red Band. I think Get Fury was a really cool book. It was really graphic, and that probably should have been in a poly bag if you ask me. That being said, I want to see more of this stuff moving forward.
Number 3 on the list. How freaking dope is it that the first appearance of Tomb Raider shares the cover and comic with another one of the most famous badass heroines in comic books? We have Tomb Raider Witchblade, issue #1 from 1997. This is a book you got to go hunting for. You got to search for those 9.8 copies because look at this. High average sales, $15, 9.8. Recent sale, $225. Talk about gains if you can get that high-grade copy on the hunt. An increase of copies sold of 175%. Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones and Jean Grey X-Men.
Yep.
Yeah, slated to be Tomb Raider in the series. It was almost like not happening, apparently. This was on and off, but now it's clearly seemingly happening. Check this out, 9.8. Since we chatted about this last, in November, only 12 more 9.8s were added. That is not very many. We're talking, 10, almost 11 months? That's one a month.
Yeah.
This book is apparently not that easy to find, but it came out in the late 90s, right? 97, is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, 75 total copies live at 9.8, and I think that this is going to be a show that could be a banger.
We've talked about it before a couple times too, like back in November, like you said, and that was when there were rumors that Sophie Turner was, circling this role. And then before that, even we had talked about this book as like it was announced as a universe, a Tomb Raider universe with like a movie, a TV show, and even tie-in video games, all living amongst each other and telling parallel stories and stuff. But all we know right now is that the TV show on Amazon is moving forward with Sophie Turner in the lead role. She got jacked for this too. It's going to be pretty cool.
Well, I played a lot of Tomb Raider on PlayStation days, and even the PS4 game.
I played
was really fun.
the rebooted Tomb Raider
the
a couple
wolves
times,
and everything,
right?
you know?
I was an Uncharted kid. I didn't really get into Tomb Raider so much, but I got a lot of gaming history to get back into.
Well, hopefully they don't do hopefully they don't unchart
Yes.
Tomb Raider is what I'm saying.
I did not watch the Tom Holland Uncharted film, but I heard it was not that great. So
Yo, we don't have a Patreon. We seldomly do live shows where members can do like super chats. Nothing against
we
it.
haven't done that in forever, man. I miss doing that with you.
Well, the thing is that our community supports us directly because we send them comics. We're their dealers, is what I'm saying. And you can be one of our clients if you want to join.
You just got to meet us in a shady back alley, and we'll hand you a box of comics.
Ryan will be like, here you
I'll
go.
be wearing a trench coat, and I'll hand it to you, and don't tell anybody. Don't tell the cops. Don't tell your parents. It's all good.
There we go. Well, comictom.com, join the community. We have a mystery box. We've been putting it together for over 7 years. It started in my garage, dude. This guy used to help me sort them in my garage.
Back when we had like 20 or 30 people signed up, and now we've got significantly more than that. So if you want to support, we would appreciate it. You're keeping this whole thing going.
Yeah. The money we make off YouTube doesn't pay for half of what it costs to edit the videos.
I have a very high salary.
Yeah, we got to pay Ryan, dude. This dude is expensive.
I demand luxury.
But hit the link in the description, join the community. Every box gets 4 to 5 comics, but there's some guarantees. And this month's, it's a Black Cat issue 1, John Boy Myers, Fan Expo variant. The book
trade
itself,
dress, right?
Yeah, it's already going for near the box cost alone. And you're also guaranteed a Lucio Perillo Marvel swimsuit Black Cat New York City Comic-Con exclusive, plus 2 to 3 other books, plus a print by Joe Doyle. This alien looks so damn cool, and I really enjoy putting these prints on the ends of long boxes. It's a nice way to decorate your books, your cases for your
comic room and all that. I have not seen this Joe Doyle print yet, so I'm excited to see that. The Lucio Perillo book, though, that one looks pretty cool. I'm just excited for this mail call in general. It's good reading material.
We put a lot of bonuses in there. Like sometimes you randomly get a book, you're like, wait a minute, why is this like modern book in here? That was an add-in. Because we just sometimes shop for books. Like we got a lot of Void Rivals and G.I. Joe.
I'm a big reader, so I like to make sure modern stuff gets added in there.
But like those modern books, that ain't part of the 4 to 5
That's
we're
a bonus.
promising. That was a bonus. Like we know, like, all right, someone's gonna get a $4 book. We got to make sure that this isn't part of their like core box because they're looking for the vintage and bronze. And
if you say so, man, I like reading stuff. I like reading modern stuff. If it was me, that's what I'd want. But I'm not a mail call subscriber.
we can send out some of those like Chip Zdarsky newsletters,
right?
They're so dope.
Those are funny. I love
It's
that.
funny. All right, we're having fun with it. Was what I'm saying. Follow the Mystery Mail Call on Instagram. We're gonna be posting a lot more on there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, try to like form the community in one place so you guys can actually see updates and all of our efforts to serve you.
All right, back to the list.
All right, dude. Number 2 on the list.
Back to it.
Shout out my brother, Nick GQ. I literally got a text from this dude years ago, and he's like, "Yo, get the war suit key."
I thought you were
dude.
going to say Nick Holt. Nicholas Holt is your brother for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Who are you texting right now?
No,
right?
no.
You texting Lex Luthor?
We're talking Action Comics 544, $10 average sales, $150 for a CGC 9.8. That just happened. An increase of copies sold of 1,267%.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And just like to finish the thought, my homie, he's a friend of the show, Nick GQ out in New York. He spec'd on this book a long time ago. We actually give him credit over a year ago when this book came up on the list. And this monster increase is for good reason. We know James Gunn posting an announcement for Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow.
Out of nowhere, by the way. He's been talking about the Superman saga and being kind of nebulous about it, and it felt like he was trying to make sure Supergirl got its correct amount of hype and love and focus. But out of nowhere, we're just like, let's just do Man of Tomorrow. Let's announce a Superman sequel out of nowhere coming out in July 2027.
And not only announcing a Superman movie, he announces it with art from
Jim
the
Lee.
legend, Jim Lee. And
Yep.
that said 2025 on there. So you
Brand
got to
new.
assume he's like, yo, we need an
They
announcement.
commissioned art from 3 separate artists, actually, because it was a joint announcement with James Gunn, David Cornsweet, and Nicholas Holt. All 3 of them announced this movie at the same time, and all 3 of them used artwork from comic artists. Shout out to Mitch Gerrits and shout out to Jorge Jimenez as well. They all three drew artwork featuring Lex Luthor in his war suit with Superman. So that seems to be hinting at something.
Well, that's why people are grabbing the introduction of Lex Luthor's war suit. And there's 73 copies on the census. I wouldn't go too crazy on this one, but it's cool. Like, this is a cool key book. And personally, I think this is way better of a spec play. If you're going to spec on Superman, then the #1 most trending book in the world. Hit the like and subscribe.
You might be able to guess what it is.
It's Superman Man of Tomorrow #1. This came out in 1995. $3 average sales.
No one was specking on this book.
September this year, like this month, 9/8 hit $112, an increase of copies sold of 1,525%. Do not overspend on this book. And you know what? I say that I don't give my opinion too much.
You've given this opinion
steering away from
several times, though. This is a good opinion. Don't buy a book based on the title.
Yeah, I don't care for like, oh, the book says the title's name or
Secret Invasion #1.
Exactly.
Civil War #1.
Yeah, it's like it's cool. Like it's
Quantumania, everyone's favorite comic book, you know.
Yeah, if it's just name alone, it's like okay, they're gonna loosely get it. Like even like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Right.
I've only said buy that if you
need to read it. Go read it.
You need
it's
to read
an 8-issue book. Read
and
it.
You may
the movie's
wanna
not even
own it.
called Woman of Tomorrow, though.
You may want to own it if you like the book, is my point.
Yeah.
And that's a cool key book, and it's a good reason to own it. But if you're like, oh, damn, I'm going to spend $100+ because the movie's going to come out in 2 years and it's going to have the title. No, this is probably going to end up dropping well below $100. But yo, get to hunting. $3 average sales. You can go find this, get it graded.
95. There's probably a bunch of them out there.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe the plot of the movie will be a direct adaptation of this book. The first appearance of Contessa, what?
Dude, okay. What's really funny is like you got Contessa.
A different Contessa
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. That's over
in Marvel.
We have a first appearance in this book, which is just totally
another
like,
crazy mouthful name.
I've been practicing. Contessa Erika Alexandra del Portenza.
An immortal and the mother of Lena Luthor, which is the daughter of Lex Luthor. So, you know, there could be something there. I don't know.
There's only 35 copies of this book on the census. Last GPA sale, as mentioned, broke $100, but there's only 29.8s. Okay, so if you're looking for this book right now, it's probably one of the worst times to buy this book because there's not very many of them. Someone's going to put it up for $300. I guarantee it. Someone's going to put it up for $400, and someone may get a little antsy in the next month, 2 months because they're waiting for a copy.
This movie's 2 years away too.
It's 2 years away, but the census count is going to increase. And in 2 months, if you spend $300, $400, even $200 on this book, there's going to be probably well over 80 by year end. I wouldn't be surprised. And then you can get it for sub 100. Am I wrong? You tell me. Let me know in the comment section below. And then, of course, as always,
don't forget you have to geek responsibly.
Enough said. And that's the end of the video, Ryan. Yo, I totally forgot to do the giveaway last week, so we're going to double up and do 2 giveaways next week. How about we give away a
brand new car?
No. We're going to give away more copies of Shredder #1.
Ooh.
Because we just got done talking about TMNT. So we got Shredder 1, Johnny Desjardins is a Family Store exclusive. Plus the last giveaway we announced on the Hot 10. There's going to be like 10 giveaway winners next week. So comictom.com.
You're making my job very difficult, sir. Thank you.
Put your phone number in, join the SMS group, the text message group. That's where we source all of our random giveaways. And here's the beauty. Once you're in for life. You may not even be watching the show. You could be out of comic books, but you may get a text message from us as long as you're enrolled. Maybe go, oh, damn, I got a free book.
Pretty easy.
Do it. We'll see you next week.